Masters of the Universe fans, once again it's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, starting off with the legal stuff, thanks to the incredible support by the folks over at Mattel, who are kind enough to send this figure out to me to review for you guys, we're going to be taking a look at the new Masters of the Universe Origins Deluxe Dragon Blaster Skeletor. Now, when Mattel first contacted me about doing some of these reviews, they gave me a list and asked me to kind of rank the ones that I would want from most desired to least desired. And this is actually the one that was at the top of my list. I've always really loved the look of Dragon Blaster Skeletor. There's just something hilarious to me about Skeletor running around with a little dragon on his back that can blast water. And this is the one that I was hoping that they would send me, and sure enough, they did. For the package, as you can see, it is the deluxe set, so it's a much larger card with the open clamshell here where you can see Skeletor, you can see the dragon, who I'm going to name Bill. And then you got the chain and locket and everything that can kind of hold him on. And then, of course, you do get the purple power sword. And yeah, you can press the dragon head to spray enemies, which is hilarious. But great art here in the back. You can see you got the Snake Man motif, which also carries on here with the blister with this scale effects. I love that. That's super cool. And then this art, I absolutely dig it. Then when you come around to the back of the package, you can see other Snake Men that are out there that are coming out pretty soon. You got like Snake Face, Snake Tila, Snake Troopers. Of those, I'll probably be mostly interested in Snake Face. But I also like how we're going to be getting a younger version of King Randor, which I still got to get the older version of him, but whatever. And then, of course, you got the call out to the action, which, yes, you can put water in it and you can squirt them. But then you also do get the art up here, which is awesome. You got Thunder Punch He-Man right there driving around. I forgot the name of it, but it's that Triceratops style vehicle, which a lot of times when they show this stuff, that's kind of teasing us on what we're going to be getting in the future. So that would be cool. But of course, we also have Too Bad right here, which we've seen that guy a couple times. And hopefully we're going to get him. It's just that, you know, maybe a matter of time or whatever. But absolutely love it. And then you got the dragon just going squirting water out of his mouth. I just think it's fun. But for the packaging on this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. And here we have Dragon Blaster Skeletor opened up and out of his packaging. And starting off first, as always, with these Masters of the Universe Origin figures, you do get these nice new mini comics. This is Viper's Vice, and you get a few pages of comic art and storytelling, which is always fun. It's nice how they expand the story. I opened mine up like a idiot, and I ended up ripping the back, but that's okay. But you can see here on the back other figures that you could see on the back of the actual package, and these are always really nice to have. Ultimately, I don't really do much with them, but it is nice to kind of see the story evolve. But here we have Dragon Blaster Skeletor. And as a variant of Skeletor that came out kind of in the middle of the original vintage line, this was one that a lot of people really liked. There was something that was just very fun about him, and they recreated this very, very well. Starting off first with his accessories. He does come with a purple version of the power sword. It is all one piece. You also do get the chain and the lock that attaches to the chest armor, his wrist, and then of course the dragon. You have an actual metal chain, which is really nice to see. You have a plastic little wrist cuff thing right here, which will attach to his arm. And then you have this kind of lock sort of thing. It doesn't come with a key, and you can see that there's a little gap right there. It doesn't slide down or anything, but you can pretend like it is. And then his armor, the front part of his armor, which looks great, the coloring on here really pops. I love it. Is a softer material. And I also like how they have like the abs sculpted in there and everything. But then you come to the dragon, and this entire piece is a hard plastic, and that back section of the armor is also a hard plastic, and I appreciate that. When you're going to attach this, realistically, it's a little bit easier to have a harder piece of plastic with the softer one going in there, other than two soft pieces, which is cool. But like I said, it's a little bit harder. But the dragon looks fantastic. You can see you got this really nice scale effect going on here with a lighter red color, and then it fades to this purple where the spines are, and you can kind of see how the tail comes down. This is the little section right here, which I always thought that was kind of weird. When you look at it, it just looks like it's attached to his skin. That's weird. But then you come to the head sculpt here, which is nice, and it's actually articulated, which is cool to see. You can rotate it around. But you also slide it off, and you have the pump mechanism right here, and you got a little section right inside the body that holds water. And yes, I brought water with me. Now, granted, this whole area is not really water friendly, but I brought an extra cup out there that I'm going to squirt that into so that you can see that. But I do like that, and like I said, I think that the detail on here looks really nice. Nice paint on the eyes, and then that purple sort of thing kind of goes around along the top section with some white teeth and stuff. Really cool. And then you can see you just push that down and it'll squirt the water. So let's get this going. Well, and then Skeletor. Skeletor is nothing really all that different, to be totally honest. I mean, the boots are a slightly different color. The head might be different. I don't even remember. But, you know, nobody cares about that. They care about this guy. And then you put that on there. And then, like I said, you just feed this on. And it is a little bit tricky to get all of them lined up at the same time. But, I mean, it's not impossible. If a kid can do it, an adult kid can. And then just kind of, like, fit that in there. And like I said, I like how there's a softer bit and a harder bit, so it makes it go on so much easier. You can see you just kind of push it and it almost automatically kind of slots in to where it needs to. So let's see, no, okay, come on, just squeeze that in there, and that holds on very nice and secure. And then to complete the look, you're going to take this chain, you're going to feed it through this middle portion, just like that. And then you're going to bring this around onto its wrist, like so. So we can kind of control where that little dragon guy goes. And then this comes around, and this will come up here. And then you want to take this little hook piece, and that's not the hook piece, but the little lock piece. And you're going to take this last little bit, and you're going to put that on there. And then this will literally just kind of fit on. What? I'm having a hard time with it. Yeah, I don't like it like that. Let's do it this way, because the weight's going to pull it. There we go. And there you have it. And, I mean, I love it. I think it is so fun, so cool. I like the fact that there's a real metal chain with it. It does make him kind of balance a little bit hard. You can see that he's in that squat pose, which will then kind of shift the balance a little bit forward. That's nice. But when you straighten out his legs, it does kind of create a bit of a problem for him. I will say that the ankles are fairly stiff on this, which works nicely. But you can see getting him to stand straight up like that ends up creating the center of gravity this way. So it's almost better to leave him in that squat vintage sort of pose so that he can he can balance a little bit better. Yes, that's, you know, the jazz effect. So getting it like that, and then getting all the balance shifted. You do have to play with it, and that's the part that kind of stinks. You gotta get that weight shifted a little bit more. Oh, I'm almost there. Almost there. Well, come on. There we go. There we go. You can still see he's leaning a little bit forward, though, just to kind of offset that. But let's do this. Let's play with some water. So we're going to set this here. This is my, what is this? This is my vibranium, and I got a little beaker thing on here so I don't make that much of a mess. So we're going to pour that in there. And, oh, that might be too much. Hold on. I don't want to... I don't know how much I'm allowed to put in here before it kind of pushes out. Oh, yep. That's not good. Alright, hold on. Okay, alright, so I think I got it in there. And then we're going to bring this little cup. Who remembers Batman Forever cups from McDonald's? Who remembers that? Talk about vintage, right? I like Batman Forever. If you're a fan of Batman Forever and Hot Toys, stay tuned. I have a fun thing coming up later on. So now we just have this. So we're going to... Oh, there it goes! It's not a lot. Isn't even doing anything? Oh my gosh, it is. There we go. Oh, that's like really forceful. you can hear it hitting on there. And it doesn't have a lot of water in it. Like, I'm out of water now. But that is fun. That is fun. Bet you didn't think that I was going to spray water in this video. Well, guess what? And then, of course, you can have him hold on to a sword if you want to. But really a very fun figure. I love the fact that they still have the little action feature in there. That's something that they did not do in the Classics line. Scott Knightlick thought it would have been too expensive to do this. I'm like, it's a little water pump. That can't be that expensive to do that. And, I mean, I used vibranium to do that. So, there you go. But, I think it's great. I love when they do put the action features in these figures. I know some people are very critical when they don't do it. But when they do, I think it works really well, like with Dragon Blaster Skeletor here. This is a great figure. This is a great release. I'm super excited about you guys being able to get them. And again, I want to send a huge shout out to the folks over at Mattel who were kind enough to send this figure to me so I could review it for you guys. That being said, if you'd like to add this guy to your collection, he is hitting some areas right now. Or as always, you can do the real simple thing and go online to places like Big Bad Toy Store or even Entertainment Earth. For both of those places, I'll pull links right down there in the video description, where you can swing on over and check out availability on him, as well as the rest of the wide range of Masters of the Universe figures. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Once again, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. And until next time, this has been Optibotimus saying adios, au revoir, and auf Wiedersehen.